Chelsea 1, Man United 1. How did we not win that, mate?
All I'm going to say is, two things tonight are an absolute piss take. First one, how could we not open a lead? How can we not hold on to a lead for 7 minutes? The second thing is, how are those United fans getting a coach when they live around the corner? That just doesn't make sense. It's every time, we're so bad at set pieces. It's one of those things where you see 1-1 and you're not even shocked. But then you realise Chelsea took the lead with 7 minutes to go and we couldn't hold on.
Doesn't surprise you?
I don't know what to think at the moment, to be honest. It's happened a lot last season, this season. We're just weak to set pieces. And, you see that happen and you think, oh, they scored. Why am I not surprised?
So you're just going to put this all down to set pieces? That is your primary concern?
No, the draw's fair. We got outplayed in midfield. Our strikers didn't really turn up. You could really argue that United could have got one way of 3 points. But we held on, we took the lead. Realistically, we should have took 3 points, given the time we scored and how long we needed to hold on. But again, Casemiro made it 1-1. No one around me seemed shocked. They just seemed like, oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. So did I. And I hate to be so negative about it, but it's just things you expect against big teams. We got Arsenal around the corner. We got Brighton next week, and then we got Arsenal. United aren't as good as Arsenal. Arsenal are top of the table, and they're destroying Liverpool. They're destroying teams galore. How do you think we're going to play against them?
Well, that's
a question for you.
Well, not for me. It's a question for the manager.
You're the interviewer.
It's a question for the manager, not me. But listen, mate, we did get a point, so we didn't lose. Yeah. There are positives we can take from this game, surely.
But at the end of the day, we probably put out the best team we could have. We grinded a result. We could have took 3, but we took 1. I don't think any Chelsea fan is going to look at this as a point gained. It's going to look at like 2 points dropped.
Of course.
Yeah, we could have been level with Spurs today had we held on, but we didn't. So, all right, yeah, we've got a game in hand, and we can go above them if we win our game in hand. But at the moment, if we're that weak to set pieces, I just don't see us getting the results against the big 6 teams. Maybe grinding out a result against the likes of Villa when Steven Gerrard's about to be sacked, but then again, drawing 0-0 at Brentford, drawing against United at home when we had 7 minutes to go. These are results we need to win. When you've got 7 minutes to go, you should be seeing out the game, not conceding a 94th minute goal to Casemiro, not being held by Brentford, who aren't a top table team, not looking shaky against Villa and getting lucky by a goalkeeper mistake and a brilliant Mount free kick. It's positive results. Yeah, we're getting clean sheets, we're getting this, we're getting that, but we're dropping points when we should be getting points. That's the problem. I believe in Potter. I think he's a great manager. I think he's doing everything right. I think he maybe needs a bit more time. But at the moment, Chelsea aren't looking at their full potential.
What about Jorginho? What are your thoughts on him today? Because, before he scored that penalty, there's a lot of Chelsea fans in the stands that were very frustrated with his performance. But obviously when he scored, they were singing his name. What are your thoughts on him?
Great to put the penalty away. Always reliable. But other than that, didn't really know he was in the game. I think Kovacic should have started. I think, United should have been pressed. Kovacic and Mount, good pressers. Not a guy who will be reliable to hold the ball and distribute it.
I do understand why Kovacic didn't play, though. I mean, he's got to have a rest at some point.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Kovacic is one of our best midfielders this season, but, maybe Jorginho should have played against Brentford and Kovacic should have been rested for United. I think you need to get your priorities straight. You need the pressing midfielder to play a team that's going to hold the ball in the midfield and press. You need to out-press them, and Jorginho is a pressing player. And the fact that, thankfully he came on quite early, and yeah, he did look quite decent. But other than that, I didn't see any positives.
No positives.
Kepa was there when we needed him, other than the 94th minute. But you can't really put that on him. You can't save everything, unfortunately. And yeah, obviously goal line technology was needed. He did what he could. Missing James, that's a big one. Maybe if James was playing, that would have been a whole different game. But you can see the players we rely on. You can see who carries us, and when we ain't got them, you can see why it goes quite bad.